Hey y'all, how you doing? This is one of the ways I like to fish this doughbait. Treble hooks, spring hooks, uh, team catfish furry things and sponges on a J hook, or team catfish furry things on a circle hook. And that's mainly for catfish. This is well over an hour. You can see it's very solid still. It's very good. It's another way I like to use it. Circle hook, about a number 6. On these catfish, they're usually not going to be real big. You'll get bigger channels off this, but they're usually going to be eater size or just a little above. PVA mesh, make a ball. You can actually fit it in there because the olive oil keeps the PVA mesh from melting in your hand. If you'll notice, check this out. Can you see the suspension of particles? How the olive oil has got particles suspended in midair. Look, watch this. It's really cool. But that's in a little closed environment like this. I just think it's cool. All this really is it's half a box of Nutri-Grain cereal, the whole grain cereal. I took and crushed it up, added a can of cream corn, a dozen crawfish tails, crawdads down here, 6 pieces of stale bread, and then olive oil. But basically, you boil all the dry ingredients together. The cereal, the stale bread, and you add the cream corn and a little, maybe 3 or 4 teaspoons of water, and you cook it down till it turns into just a mush. Then you let it cool. Then you add your ground crawfish tails, and you add crackers, crushed crackers, to get the consistency you want. But you can store this in a bag with quite a bit of oil, olive oil, in it. Like I said, this is over 2 years old and still very good. You see how hydrophobic it is, or water resistant. This is how I fish them for carp. I just put actually a little ball over these. Either depends on what hook I'm using, but I just put a small ball about yay big, and it lasts for a long time. But I mean, you still catch catfish on it. I proved that the other day. But they were basically eater size. Nothing major, man. All the major fish are going to be caught on usually bigger baits, cut baits, bluegill, big pieces of carp, stuff like that. But yeah, it's 8:49 now. You see how long this stuff is still going. Still got a pretty good consistency. See, this one I coated with that PVA mesh and heavy olive oil. Look at that. That's very, very solid. Very, very solid. You see the oil on top of the water. Olive oil's not going to hurt nothing though. And since most of this olive oil is set in this dough for so long, it's absorbed a lot of the smell. So that's actually a secondary benefit, is a scent trail. This stuff works. It's very easy. All this ingredients and how to in the comments or in the description. Thank you for watching. Broke Boys Fishing.